Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Last week was a very difficult week for one man, Mithika Linturi. Mithika Linturi was told by his voters in no uncertain terms to make a choice to either join Azimio movement or go home. And he has to make that choice. On Sunday, Mithika Linturi attended a church service in Meru. And as the norm, he was given the opportunity to address the gathering. And Mithika Linturi started attacking Raila Odinga. The presiding pastor stood up, went to him, took the microphone, and lectured him to mind his business.
The country has been fighting because there is an individual who does not accept election results once they are announced by IEBC.
Thank you very much, Senator. As I mentioned a little earlier on, that as a church, we try to minister to people from different political parties without creating any sense of animosity. And in a function like this, which is in our church, we try to maintain that attitude, that everything else comes, whether you are UDA, whether you are ODM, whether you are Jubilee, whether you are welcome here. And you need to feel comfortable here that no one is alienating you and no one is actually saying some things that are negative that would ostracize anyone. So, Mheshimiwa, I don't know whether we need to let you go on or
yes,
provided.
Yes. Sorry, I'm sorry. These things at times can be very emotional, and I'm sorry and I apologize profusely to the church. Yeah, but please understand me. I am sorry. I am really sorry, Bishop, if I've gone beyond.
What prompted the pastor to do that was the fact that a section of the church members were not comfortable with the way Mithika Linturi was attacking Raila Odinga. And it didn't end there. Mithika Linturi then went and attended a function which he had organized somewhere else. And to his shock, when he arrived there and started addressing the people there, the message was still very clear to him. Join Azimio or go home. So what's really happening in Meru County? That is the question which most Kenyans are currently asking. So in this video today, I want us to try and understand the deeper meaning of the kind of reception which Mithika Linturi received in his own backyard. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to make a request. Please give this video a thumbs up. And those who can, please share it. Let us get back to the main issue. Meru County is going to play a critical role in 2027 election. In 2022 election, in August election. Meru is part of Mount Kenya. And now it lies in the east, so it's Mount Kenya East. The Mount Kenya East are demanding recognition. And they don't want to be treated as part of the Kikuyu nation. That's the honest truth. And Raila Odinga believes that he can easily go to Meru and get votes there. Because he believes that in 1992, despite the fact that Moi Kibaki was on the ballot, despite the fact that Matiba was on the ballot, despite the fact that Moi was on the ballot, the Meru community voted for ODM. And they gave several members of parliament, Kiraitu Murungi, Gitobi Manyara. Raila Odinga believes that in the last elections, his votes were always stolen in Meru and Tharaka Nithi. That's how I want you to look at this incidence of Mithika Linturi. And it's also significant politically speaking. And it means a lot. The first thing it means is that there's a possibility that the ground is actually shifting from UDA to Azimio. Mithika Linturi is one of William Ruto's points person from the Meru region. The other guy is the Tharaka Nithi governor, Professor Kithure Kindiki. And for those who've been following politics, you should have realized that the deputy president has been trying so hard to elevate Professor Kithure Kindiki. He's doing that because he's generally targeting the Meru votes and the Mount Kenya East votes. But what happened to Mithika Linturi can only suggest that we are witnessing a shift from UDA, which has been controlling the region, now to the Azimio movement. Why is this shift visible? That is the question which probably we need to start looking answers to. Otherwise, nobody would have imagined that there would be a moment where now someone like Mithika Linturi on a UDA's ticket is being told to choose. To join ODM, to join Azimio, or go home. So that's the first thing. There is a clear shift. The ground is shifting. Number two, I think Mithika Linturi's message is not resonating well with the people. Kenyans are now tired. Actually, if there's a group of voters who are tired in this country, then they are Kenyans. Kenyans are tired with the same old story. Kenyans are tired with the lies. How do you tell the people about Raila Odinga for 20 good years? Every time you get to the podium, the only thing you can tell them is Raila Odinga this, Raila Odinga that. Raila Odinga this, Raila Odinga that. So Kenyans are now tired. I'm telling people like Linturi that get us something else new. Get us something new. We are not willing to listen to the same message of Raila bad, Raila what. So I think his messaging to the people is not resonating. And because his message is not resonating, people are not willing to listen to him. Personally, I don't want to believe that it has reached a point. Of course, Azimio has gained the root there, but I don't think it has reached a point where almost everybody in a rally organized by Mithika Linturi can tell him to go and make a choice. It's because of the message. Kenyans are tired with the message. So that's number two. Number three, there's a possibility that the Sagana 3 meeting, the effects are being felt now. President Uhuru Kenyatta and the larger Mount Kenya region are known to understand power. And because the president had not issued direct direction on where he wants the region to vote for or to vote to, after Sagana, it's now clear that President Uhuru Kenyatta is going to support Raila Odinga, is going to campaign his deputy. That's now granted, and it's very, very clear. No question about it. So after that Sagana meeting, we've witnessed a lot of things. Yesterday, I was seeing Ndindi Nyoro and Rigathi Gachagua addressing a series of rallies in, was it in Kirinyaga? And I was like, what's really happening? Because the kind of crowd we were witnessing during those rallies were not the usual crowd of Tangatanga we are used to. And maybe the reason was because the deputy president is away. Does it mean that if the deputy president is away, this group of people cannot attract massive crowd? So I tend to think that the Sagana 3 effect is now being felt on the ground. And people like Rigathi Gachagua, people like Mithika Linturi must be very, very careful. I was just reading some comments on one of my video. I think the one I talked about Oscar Sudi and Litmus Baraza, and I suggested that the ODM, I mean the ODM presidential candidate Raila Odinga, or the Azimio presidential candidate Raila Odinga, still doesn't have a lot of support in the larger Mount Kenya region. And I'm reading the comments and concentrating on the ones from the Kikuyu or the Mount Kenya people. They're suggesting that Raila Odinga support is already hitting 40%. So the Sagana 3 effect could be the reason why these guys are now responding to people like Mithika Linturi the way they are doing. I have a bit of flu, so let me just take some hot to relieve my Number 4, I also believe that this Peter Munya effect in all this. If there is one man who is taking Meru by storm, then that man is Peter Munya. Peter Munya is not going to run in Meru for the governor. Kiretu Murungi is going to run. But Peter Munya has been taking the Azimio campaigns to the ground forcefully. His rallies are attracting huge number of supporters every time he addresses a rally. So I think Peter Munya effect is being felt in Meru. And I don't know personally why Peter Munya was prevailed upon not to run for the governor. But I tend to think that President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga probably have a better or a different idea on where they want Peter Munya or the role they want Peter Munya to play. But if the role they want Peter Munya to play is to deliver Meru, I can assure you, Peter Munya is already doing that. So Peter Munya effect in Meru is sweeping people like Mithika Linturi. Peter Munya effect in Meru will stop someone like Kiretu Murungi from joining UDA the way he is intending to do. And lastly, I think Mithika Linturi is also facing problems because of his gubernatorial bid. You know, Meru, we had two lions they are fighting. Peter Munya, Kiretu Murungi. Most people there are either pro Munya, pro Kiretu. Now Mithika Linturi is also announcing that he's running for the governor. There's that other lady called Mwangaza. So the truth is, the ground is not receptive to Mithika Linturi's gubernatorial bid. And they are telling him indirectly, please stop wasting your time. I don't know what to think. That's my take. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day.